enough that a tracing could be taken, allowing the information to be carried elsewhere. Ogren, what is this? Can you tell?
Names. Long list of dwarves. Wait, hold on. We honor who have made this sacrifice. Let their names be remembered. Fart me a lullaby. It's a memorial of all the dwarves who became golems. Has to be. If there was some way of getting this back to the Shaper at Norzamar, I bet they'd brown their trousers. And pay good gold for it. Probably both.
You have a way with words. You should be a poet. I have a way with words if I don't do that. Excuse me. Ow. Okay, Shale, do you recognize this at all? Yes, this is rock.
No. Perhaps it thinks I should. It may have something to do with Caradon's words. If there is some way to make a copy of these runes, I am willing to study them. Perhaps there is something to be gleaned from them, I know not.
Take your tracing. The ancient runes are traced into a stack of papers which you store in your pack. Alright, so I'll do one last lap here. Make sure we haven't missed any loot. Now, we were talking about the king and choosing the king with the crown. I do get the impression at this point, yeah, you could change your mind completely and give the crown to the other king, and that's who they would choose. I'm not sure if that's the case. And when you read the politics of the two kings, it's kind of a coin flip. It just kind of depends on your personal feelings. One of the kings is old school, likes the old ways, and one of the kings is more progressive. So you end up with a more progressive dwarven city, but weaker for it. Because the old ways are all battle and fight and stuff, and maintaining the old ways makes for a stronger army.
Well, that pretty much beat the sod out of how I imagined it. You ready to head back yet and share the news?
Yes. And I don't know if that actually has any impact whatever in the final battle, which king you choose. I don't need to look around a little more. I think I am done. If I'm not, well, too bad. To the assembly! They need to know as soon as possible.
Yeah, those Deshirs have been trying to destroy the city for years. Haven't managed yet.
Alright.
Lords of the Assembly, I call for order. This argument gets us nowhere.
Then why these delaying tactics? I call for a vote right now. My father has one living child to assume the Idukan throne. Who would deny him that?
Your father made me swear on his deathbed you would not succeed him.
I apologize for the interruption, Lord Steward, but the Grey Warden has returned.
We should let the Warden speak. What news do you bring?
Caradon was trapped in the body of a golem. This Warden granted him the mercy he sought, releasing him and destroying the Anvil of the Void. Before he died, Caradon forged a crown for Orzamar's next king, chosen by the ancestors themselves.
And we are supposed to trust this? The word of a drunken sot and a Grey Warden known to be in Harrowmont's pocket?
Silence! This crown is of Paragon make, and bears House Ortan's ancient seal. Tell us, Warden, whom did Caradon choose?
So as you can see, regardless of what we've done up to this point, we can choose whoever we want. But I'm going to stick with Harrowmont. That's who we've been fighting for all this time so far. That's this dude over here.
I appreciate your forthrightness, Warden. You have acted with grace through this entire torturous process.
He looked like he was going to drop that crown.
Let the memories find you worthy. First amidst the lords of the houses, the King of Orzammar.
I will not abide by this!
The ancestors have spoken.
Hermont is your king. Stand behind him.
Would you let a surfacer decide the fate of the dwarves?
Watch out! They brought weapons!
Guards!
Weapons? Say, it ain't so. Alright. I think this time... Let's see who we got. We've got some Deshers. Quite a few of them, actually. I wonder if we should work our way around and get rid of them first. Having learned from the battle with the golems. Yeah, can I do a save here? Nope. Alright, well, let's try this. One down.
You can entrance memory!
Behind you! Are you done yet?
Ancestors have mercy on you!
So, Balin was actually taking damage.
Feel that?
On it. Okay, and now it's just Balin, I think.
Now this should be fun.
Time to get messy.
Oh, look, he wants to fight.
Still doomed, just so you know.
I admit I did not think even Balin would defy the word of a paragon, nor that so many would follow him. But most of Orzammar has seen him for what he really is, and I trust we will bring this insurgency under control.
Show them that you're a strong king, and they will follow you.
I prefer to be known as a just and compassionate king. Strong too often comes to mean tyrannical, but I will not leave this uprising unpunished. Those loyal to the throne will begin preparations for a surface mission immediately. Orzammar will fulfill its treaties. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must get to the palace and set our plans in motion.
Just make sure your army is there when I call for it. Don't I get a statue? That would be nice. And I must return to my duties on the surface.
This is the staff I carried as King Endrin's II. Take it as a reminder of your place in Orzammar. I wish you
sells
luck
well.
against the Blight Warden. May we foster another 4 centuries of peace.
Your role in this election will long be remembered.
Oh, and I got a level up for my troubles, too.
Huh. Oh, right.
Okay, is that it? Oh no, there's something over here. Okay, let's get out of here. We've actually got quite a few turn-in quests as part of this.
The Assembly is in recess until King Helm can address them.
And I should say one of the things that happened for, I won't go into it, I had to refight those golems. I basically had to redo this piece of the video twice. And several of the golems that were fighting with us survived. It didn't make any difference. They weren't mentioned. And actually, after the anvil is destroyed and you come back to the central area, they're dead anyway. So,
And I'm off.
if you are wondering.
Grey Warden, you have impressed the best of us. If I'd heard it secondhand, I'd have called it a sodding lie. Warden, we've got a king because of you. The rest, impressive, but the Legion is grateful most for restored leadership. It frees us to fight to the Darkspawn properly.
Yeah, we'll assume they'll fight with us. Orzamar's lucky to have you.
You'll have us too, indirectly. Our place is here. But when you break the Blight, we'll make sure the Darkspawn have a fine welcome home. It's more guaranteed than any servicer's had.
It will have to do. We need you topside. Yeah, let's try this. I mean, that's kind of what the tone of these are hinting. You know, this is, well, you know, I guess that'll do if you want to. All right.
You alone have the skill to back up your words. Each of the Legion owes our homeland a death, but if our lives are better shed on the surface, so be it. Back to Orzammar when we win, though. I'll not stay topside to lose my stone sense.
Okay, so I guess we'll actually see them in the fight upstairs. It looks like you can actually simply accept his word, and they don't appear in the battles, I gather. That seems to be the... Okay, let's see. We have some turn-ins. I'll do my level up later. I don't think they're up here, though. I think all the turn-ins are... Well, the Shaperate we've got to go to. Huh, and that is here. I think there's a couple of things in here we can turn in.
Impressive work, Warden. King Haramont's impending coronation has been entered into the memories. Is there something more I can help you with?
I have some tracings that might be of interest for you.
What's this? A list of names. Most of these clans no longer even exist. Is this authentic?
You bet your hairy arse it is. Taken from a tablet in Caridin's fortress, no less.
Then is it true? The rumors of Caridin's so-called volunteers? Extraordinary! I would love to make a copy of this. The Shaperate has never had much information on Caridin and his golems, much less proof of this magnitude. Warden, I hope this artifact from our archives will suffice as a reward. I must inform the Shaperate at once.
Alright, now I know that Shale had mentioned that he, she, or it would look at them when... But I think that was just kind of lip service. I don't think you can actually get him to do anything with them. And I think there's a lady in here. Yes.
I started to worry. I didn't know if you were ever coming back. Did you find any records? Any sign of the old Orton Tig?
I have them right here.
You found them? Let me see. That's my great-grandmother's name. And her husband! Oh, great ancestors, it's them! It's me! I am an Orton. Oh, thank you. I have to take these to the assembly right away. Find me there. Once these are acknowledged, I'll give you any reward.